Dragon Ball Sparking Zero had the chance to do the most funniest thing ever. The Game Awards just showed off all the nominees for every category that they're putting up this year. People are talking about a card game in Game of the Year, DLC being in Game of the Year categories. That's not our lane, all right? Our lane is best fighting game, and there's something that needs to happen. Sparking Zero got nominated, and we gotta vote for it. We have to vote for that thing, because it would just be hilarious for the backlash after. The nominees for Best Fighting Game was Sparking Zero, Grand Blue Fantasy vs. Rising, Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection, I don't know why that's there, Multiverses, and Tekken 8. That is a okay lineup. Probably the only thing I would change about this though is like Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection. If I really had to change like one thing, if I would change two, I would take out Multiverses 2, because it already got nominated as a beta, which shouldn't have ever happened, but it did. Yeah, I don't mind it being there, just because, you know, it's actually out now. But Marvel's Capcom Fighting Collection, it's just a whole bunch of games that got rollback, like old games that got rolled back. So it's like, I don't think that should be there. Like Uni 2 or Rivals 2 would have been better to put here, but I guess they're like, nah. Justin Wong making people refund is better. But back to Sparking Zero. Sparking Zero had the chance to do something hilarious, and that is win Best Fighting Game of the Year. The reason why people would put Tekken 8 over Sparking Zero is because it's a real fighting game, even though they're both a fighting game. But most people would probably say Tekken 8 just because it's Tekken. Right? Sparking Zero actually has a chance here, because I think most people enjoy that game. Even with all its problems right now, I hope all of that gets fixed in the upcoming patch that they announced. It's still a very good game. Like, I'll give it that. It's actually crazy how close they got it to the original Tenkaichi games. Like, playing it for the first time, I immediately felt like I was playing Tenkaichi. You should give them praise for that, because that's not easy to do. Replicate an old game like that in the new era, essentially. Marvel vs. Capcom shouldn't have been there. Multiverses shouldn't have been there, although I realize why it's there. Tekken 8, if it wins, it wins. Like, it's crazy, because if Sparking Zero wins this entire thing, people are gonna be like, but like, Sifu was here. Dude, that don't matter anymore, because they specifically explain right above where you put in the vote, it says best fighting for the best game designed primarily around head-to-head combat. They made sure this time. They made sure. So it's not like they're just randomly plucking games from the fighting category and being like, oh, this is a fighting game. Like, no, they made sure, and that won't diminish the win that's possibly coming for Sparking Zero, because I know a lot of people will start using that. Oh man, Sifu, like, bro, let that go. It's over. But realistically, do I really think Sparking Zero has a chance of winning this? So let's take a look at all the nominees, right, and see if Sparking Zero has a chance to even beat these games in the first place. Let's start off with Sparking Zero itself, right? Let's go into the different modes that it has. And to be fair, I think Sparking Zero has everything that it pretty much needs. It has a story mode, it has custom battles, it has a pretty good training mode for arena spider standards, but it is lacking behind for fighting game scenes, right? And it has a pretty good online going on right now. It's still delay based though, so, you know, it would have been better to have some rollback, but it's kind of a not possible thing right now, in quotations, even though Power Stone 2 is about to get it, but I digress. As a whole game, it's actually pretty good in its size, and it's the first of its kind, so if they were to ever like add upon it or make a part 2, it would be great. It would probably be the best fighting game whenever the second one, or if it's coming out, they'll probably do like a DLC expansion. Now, Grand Blue Fantasy Versus, this game, I don't know what to think about it, because me personally, I like the game, but I wouldn't go out of my way to play it. But that's just a me thing. It has versus, it has all the Sparking Zero stuff, but the thing that it has over Sparking Zero, right, has rollback. And now that I really look at everything else, right, Sparking Zero is the only one that doesn't have rollback, so that's a downside for Sparking Zero. Even though the delay for Sparking Zero is pretty good, Not excusing it, but and pretty much every other game, probably the only one that doesn't have anything is 2 actually, and it's the ones that people have problems with, and it's Multiverses and Marvel's Capcom Fighting Collection. Both of those games, they are not winning, but if they win, it's rigged. Like, there's no way Multiverses is winning. Out of all these 5, it's not winning. Good game, not winning game of the year. Sorry, it's not winning. Probably the only one other than like Grand Blue is Tekken 8. It's gonna be a battle between Tekken 8 and Sparking Zero. And if people know, back in the day, Tenkaichi 2 and 3 won Fighting Game of the Year. Hey, it can happen again. Thank you for listening to me ramble for like 10 minutes. Yeah. Regardless of what I say, make sure you head to thegameawards.com. I am not sponsored. Just put in your votes, you know, vote for Sparking. Trying to send a message here. Anyways, I hope y'all enjoyed. I'll talk to you guys later. And remember, stay determined.